Running Sentences presents a bonus episode short story. The Rooster's Call. Ty the Rooster has one job, and everyone hates him for it, but he's got to do it. The wake-up call must be sounded despite the protests for more sleep. This story is written and narrated by Michael Henry. It is a work of fiction, so any names, characters, businesses, events, and situations within the story are products of the author's imagination. Any resemblance to real people, situations, characters, businesses, events, and so on, and etc. is purely coincidental. Copyright 2025, Michael Henry. All rights reserved. Ty sat in the hay in his spot in the barn, looking out over the open window on the second floor. He wasn't allowed near the house, or at least usually not unless it was their time to mate. But that wasn't on his mind this early morning when things were still quiet. Nope, now was the time to wake up and look about. He ruffled his feathers as he stands and moves from his sleeping spot more and closer towards the barn window opening that stares out onto the farm and the early morning sky. Oh, what a horrid-looking morning! There was a sound of movement behind him, hoofs pawing at the ground as he turned to see Nessie moving about. Ty, what are you doing? What I do every morning, Nessie. What are you up already? I'm up because you keep waking up and calling earlier and earlier in the morning. Some of us want to sleep for a bit longer, don't you know? Ty, however, had made his way up to his perch at the window and stared down at the ground below, where Nessie stood in the barn. There was some noisy squeaks from the nearby hay as the little barn mouse, Brunusco, appeared. Oh, good, I was wondering who was up and talking so loudly. I just about to get some rest. What it is time to get up and face the day, little one, Ty announced. No, it's time to sleep. It's too early, Ty. It is the perfect time, Nessie. Wake up. The world, the morning sun is upon us. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It isn't even brightening out there. The sun hasn't even warmed the horizon. Brunusco squeaked about, hurrying this way and that, trying to make themselves ready for bed. It doesn't need to be there as long as I know it is there. Then it is time to call and wake up the world, Ty growled. Stop, Ty. We need our rest. The entire barn needs sleep. No, I only see you two complaining about all of this, Nessie. Where are the rest of the animals saying no? There then came a lot more shuffling noise from the animals below. They too soon made their presence known. The braying of Abe the donkey as he clopped forward. Ty, get down here and talk to us right now. It's time to announce the coming of the day. Anything else would be blasphemous, or so I heard the farmer say. It isn't morning yet. You can't pronounce the morning before it is morning. The old dog Pluto came bounding about, trying to scramble his way up to the second floor of the barn via the ladder. Well, he said this. Sadly, climbing a ladder was not something he was good at. Well, it is time for morning, guys, but I will say that it is too early to call, crawl, or crow about it. The whole barn needs a few more hours of sleep. Thank you, Ira, for listening to sense. I knew that all the piggies would understand me, since they love to get out and about. Oh no, we hate you, Ty. Morning comes earlier and earlier with you, and we get less and less sleep. We love being up and about to create chaos, but even this is a bit much for us. Well, that isn't very nice, Ira. Ty was quick to move to make sure that none of the animals were getting close to him, so they could stop him or anything like that. There were now quite a few of them gathering about below, bleating out their complaints and opinions. It wasn't his problem that they had problems with the morning wake-up call. Listen, we want to like you, Ty, but the morning wake-up calls. I heard the first time, Lion the cat. Shouldn't you be out mousing? I saw the barn mouse a few minutes ago. I can't hunt when you're telling everyone to wake up. You'll alert everyone to my job, including my victim. That is not my problem, Lion. It is your problem, though, and all we want is for you to delay your call for another hour or so. Another hour? Another hour? Are you mad, Nessie? Then the humans will think that something is wrong with me and take me to one of those weird people out there, or call them here. They'll poke and prod me until I say something to the farmer, and I'll wind up going to another farm somewhere upstate where they send those animals that they don't want anymore. Yes, we need an hour, if you please. Crow and call when the sky changes color, Claude called out. You always do it far too early. We can't stand it. Rest is needed for us to produce like the farm should. Come down here and face us like a true rooster should. Their angry cries from Claude and Denise made Ty get closer to the window that looked out onto the farm below. All it would take was a single jump and he could flap his way to freedom. They would also be stuck behind these barn doors, and he could just do his job. I'm willing to compromise about this. Let me crow when I want to, and I will do so much quieter. Does that sound good? No, 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 the animals cried out in response. Well, that only leaves one thing to do. He jumps out the barn window, looking out for the morning sun, flapping his wings furiously. Ty does his best to use them to help him get down, as he gives out a loud call and crow as he does. There are a few bangs against the barn doors, but they weren't giving way. With a grin and a lot more announcing that the morning had arrived, Ty landed on the ground and began scurrying away to find safety. End of the Rooster's Call. Thank you for listening.